I've been waiting for the FedEx guy to come for like a week and a half now. I've been chasing them, I've been calling them, I've been hounding them, and I think that they think I'm crazy. Look what just came in the mail. A cardboard box, yeah. No, it's the Distortions Unlimited Haunted Tree. It's just the tall tree, not the $10,000 one. Let's not talk money, the expensive one to get here to Australia. Let's do an unboxing. I have to say, before I do this video, that the folks over at Distortions are the nicest human beings on the planet. Like Janine, when I communicate with Janine, nothing is too easy, nothing is too hard. Honestly, the nicest folks ever, and I cannot wait for the day that I get to come to the US and meet them. Last year in our Festival of Halloween, we had a Distortions Unlimited photo op area and people really loved it, and I use them at my yard display here, and people are always asking where I get it from, and then you tell them you got it from the US and they're like, how much did that cost? And I'm like, let's not talk about these things. What is the price of love of Halloween? Expensive is what it is. It's expensive. But what I'm saying is folks love the Distortions area. They love the display. They loved the different props. We don't have a lot of high quality props, especially the foam based props here in Australia, unless everything's imported, right? Everything. So to get them here is super expensive, but I think we need it. But yeah, folks love the Distortions props, and it's such a shame we don't have them here in Australia, or a distributor here in Australia. Anyway, let's get into this tree so I can get to work. And hopefully it doesn't rain, because we have had a rain bomb, they're calling it, just an inundation of rain, which is amazing because we need it. But if it does rain, I mean, these are weatherproof props, right? So if it rains, we'll see what it's like. Is this not the most freaking cool thing you've ever seen in your life? Also, for reference, I'm 157 centimeters tall, and whilst not as tall as me, just this piece alone is almost. So you always get some instructions from your Distortions props. So haunted tree, remove all the parts from the box, place the metal stand on the floor, literally telling us how to put it together. Most of these are not difficult to understand, so you it's good to have this there, but sometimes you don't need it. And we have some creepy cloth and some metal. I'm not sure what they're for, but I probably should read the instructions to find out. Let's see. Let's go from the start. Remove all the haunted tree parts from the box. Check. Place the metal stand on the floor. Slide the short root part of the haunted tree onto the stand. Take one of the 1 foot pieces of metal tubing and slide it into the top of the haunted tree roots. take the haunted tree section with the knot hole on the top side and slide it into the metal tubing. Slide the other 1 foot section metal tubing into the top of this piece. Okay, let's try that. I've just noticed this obviously has an American adapter, but what I've done with the other Distortions props that I've had is put just a battery operated flickering lantern in there. You can use a step down converter, but I don't need to because I'm just going to put a battery operated lantern into it. It back. Because I'm short, I like to pose these before they get up there. Otherwise I have to get a ladder. I decided I'm not going to put the creepy cloth on yet, because whenever I put creepy cloth on, if I haven't thought about it, it never looks good. So I need to think about it and get a ladder, which I don't want to do. But I am going to go inside and get one of the battery operated lanterns so we can see what it looks like turned on. Look at this. There's a bee flying around. He thinks it's a tree. Huh. He's on quite the lean. However, he's not unsteady or sturdy, but that's me pulling quite heavy. But I guess sandbags and things like that down there would be good. And as with all Distortions props, well, these ones, they're flat backed. So I think that took maybe seriously a minute to set up. It will pack away just as easy. I like to take mine out of the box and just stand them in my shed because the boxes are clunky and take up a lot of room. And then when I go to the shed, to the spare fridge, I can see all my Distortion stuff, all my Halloween stuff actually. However, the Distortion stuff does pack back away into its box pretty good. So keep the box if you like, throw it out, whatever. But all I know is it's going to be a freaking sick Halloween because of the tree.